But first of all, let's reflect on Saturday. Happy with the draw?
It was a bit funny, really. We were quite frustrated after the game. I felt like we had enough opportunities to win, and we kind of let ourselves down in, with two key moments really. The line out, which ended up them having a scrum on our 5 metre line, and the scrum at the start. So gifted them two easy tries really, but in fairness to them, they stuck in the game, and towards the end we were probably lucky to draw.
That's one win and one draw now in the Heineken Cup. At the beginning of the season, would you have taken that?
Yeah, we would have taken that, but as you said, it's weird because I feel like we should be on the top with more points than the other three teams. So we're definitely in a good position now, and to be able to go through.
Two tough games coming up against Clermont, obviously. Have you thought about those yet, or is the focus now solely on the Pro 12 on Saturday?
Yeah, we need to get our league back on track really. We haven't had a start that we wanted to the season, so we need to take the form that we've got now the last 2 weeks back into the league.
Zebra on Saturday, what kind of game are you expecting against them?
Yeah, quite an open game really. I remember played them last year, and first half we came in half time in the lead, and then second half they threw the ball about, and they played some good rugby. So they're quite like offloading, and so we need to break that down.
You mentioned an open game there. Does that suit you?
Yeah, it does suit us, yeah. Obviously turnovers, we try and we get our best gain from, so hopefully we can counter-attack well against them.
And Zebra, they've proven this season already with the victory against the Blues, obviously at Cardiff, they're not pushovers anymore.
No, they're a team that's getting better, the more games they play, so it's definitely not going to be a pushover, but we hopefully will be looking at trying to get maximum points.
And this will be your final game with the Scarlets for a month or so after being selected in the Wales squad. You'd love to sign off with a victory? Yeah,
definitely. To be able to hand over to the other boys, definitely try and get, as you said, maximum points would be great.
Which leads me nicely to the Wales squad announcement today. First of all, congratulations on being named in the squad. No surprise, but it's still nice to hear your name being named in the squad, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. It's you can't think unless till you see it on the news, and till you get the text. So I was over the moon. After having a shoulder operation over the summer and stuff, it's good to have no injuries now, and hopefully, touch wood, that I can stay that way.
Obviously, there's no Jamie Roberts in the squad for the first few games anyway. He's got an ankle injury. A chance for you maybe to start a few games?
Hopefully I can impress in training, and if I get a start, then I'll be looking to take my opportunity. Yeah.
Obviously, Jonathan Davis, he's one of the first names on the team sheet these days, the Wales team. The fact that you play with them week in, week out here at the Scarlets, do you think that will improve your chances of being named in that team?
Not sure. Yeah, maybe. I think me and John get along well, and to be able to play with John is awesome. And in the Lions tour, he was outstanding, and to be able to play with him is a bonus.
And Chris Priestland back in the squad as well. Do you think he's back to his best these days?
Yeah, you can't lose class. So it's good to see him getting a few games in his belt now, and his leg's fine. So boys like Rodri as well. I thought boys like that deserve the call up.
Cool. Thanks, Scott.
Scott, in terms of this weekend, obviously, is it difficult? Obviously, you mentioned a couple of weeks ago the buzz of the Heineken Cup.
Yep.
You're coming out to obviously a lower profile game away in Zebra. It's not going to be on TV or anything like that. Is it difficult to stay motivated from the last couple of weeks, as it were, of the highs of taking on two of the top teams in Europe?
Yeah, it's a massive difference, but what we learned over the last couple of seasons are these are the games that kind of count towards the end of the season. To be able to get maximum points in these games definitely do take their toll. They beat the Blues, and I'm sure the Blues will be that'll be hanging on them. So what we can't do is let that happen to us. And at the end of the day, the league is one of our main things as well. So concentrate on that.
Yeah, you were in Munster last year, during this sort of period, and got a big win that made a difference towards the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Games, so. In terms of the back division, obviously you mentioned earlier in the season that you weren't quite clicking. What's been the difference the last couple of weeks, you think?
I'm not sure really. The opposite probably. We were trying. We haven't really changed anything. It's just the things that we were doing have worked really. And boys have worked hard on that, and it's paid off.
Yeah. And you mentioned obviously the 10, 12, 13. I think that seems to be working well as well. That combination there.
Yeah, I think over the last couple of weeks we've been mixed it up a little bit, and it definitely has felt like it's gone quite good. Yeah,
you mentioned the shoulder. Has that made a massive difference in terms of your form? In terms of I remember a couple of times last year you were holding it or whatever in games. Is that just out of your mind now?
I'm not thinking about it anymore. Towards the end of the season, last season, I wanted to dig in for the team, but it got to a point where I couldn't tackle off my left shoulder, and now to be able to do that, is tackle off both shoulders.
Great stuff. Do you feel if you're almost like playing as well as you have been, in your career at the moment?
I'd probably say so. It's probably down to just being able to have a few games. Run the games really, which I maybe haven't had a lot of. I think so.
When the tries are coming, which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, they're a bonus. Yeah.